Hey everyone, Algranath here from Return of the Fan, and it's time to do another check-in with the ratings of Batwoman Season 3. Have you been watching Batwoman Season 3? No, did you say? Well, you're like most people in America and around the world, they haven't been watching Batwoman Season 3 either. So let's have a look and see how it's been doing. So if you look down here, the first season started off with 469,000 viewers, which is pretty pathetic compared to when it started with in season 1, with a 18 to 49 demo of 0.08, so not even 100,000 people. That's pretty bad, because that's the target demographics that you need for your advertisers for your show. So we can see it's been hovering around the 400,000. Season 3, episode 4 was a bit of an anomaly that had a pretty massive, well, massive for Batwoman, a pretty massive jump up to 0.524, so 524,000. But the last episode that aired on the 11th of, the 10th of November was only 372,000 viewers. That is absolutely pathetic. With a demo of 0.08, that is not good for a show, and it's probably likely that it's not going to be renewed, but you never know, because maybe the CW is using this show to write off taxes and things, because if it loses money, then they might pay less tax. So and while they might be losing money, they're still getting lots of cred in the social justice arena, right? They're doing all the right virtue signals for this particular show. If you have never seen this show before, I mean, I assume you've seen it because you're watching my video about the ratings for it, but for some reason, if you haven't seen it before, go and watch some of the reviews for Batwoman on YouTube. It's absolutely hilarious. The reviews are much more interesting and fun than the actual show itself. And I think the ratings are going to continue to slide. So let's have a look at, I done a graph of all the different seasons ratings. So I got the graph here. So season 1 starts up here. You can see it started off with 1.86, so 1,860,000 viewers tuned in for the very first episode of Batwoman. Took a bit of a drop. It dropped down to 1,450,000. So that's to be expected, right? The very first episode of a new series, you'll get lots of people tuning in just to see what it's like, even if they're not interested in it. Maybe they'll get hooked on it. So you get a bit of a drop, then another little bit of a drop, and kind of dropped a little bit as we go through, but it still was well over 1 million viewers at the beginning of season 1. Then there's a massive spike again for Batwoman as it goes up to here, but then you can see it just tails off quite a bit throughout all the different seasons. The season 1 up to episode 19 of season 1, episode 20. Then season 2, episode 1 starts here. But you can see it's steadily going downwards. There's a few, it kind of goes up and down, but the trend is downwards up to the very last episode we had, which was episode 5 of season 3, which was only 372,000 people. And that is the second lowest rating ever. This is the lowest rating, 346,000. So it's not too far away from that, right? So that's the second to lowest rating for the particular show. So it's still trending down. You would have thought it might have bottomed out at around about 400,000 viewers, 300,000 viewers, but it still seems to be falling because the show is completely woke, right? Pretty much the majority of female characters are all lesbians, because in the real world, all females are lesbians, obviously. All the males are completely useless, like in the real world, all males are completely useless. And now, apparently, spoiler alert, if you don't want to hear this, then maybe turn off now. But spoiler alert, apparently there's going to be a black Joker in the show. Seriously, why do they keep going on and race swapping characters and things from existing characters? Why don't you create your own awesome villains, which of whatever race you want, whether it's black, Hispanic, Native American, East Indian, Pakistani, Chinese, North Korean, South Korean, New Zealand, Australian, whoever it happens to be, right? Why don't you create your own awesome characters? Why do you have to keep race swapping existing characters? Because you know that the existing characters are the one that fans have a connection with, and so you race swap those, and then people stop watching your show because they're not interested in it. Keep the characters as they are. Create your own awesome characters with whichever race you actually want. That way you're not tied down to an existing fan base. You can create whatever you want and you won't get any backlash from it. That would be the way to go, right? Anyway, let me know what you think. Are you a Batwoman watcher? If you are, what do you think of the ratings? If you're not a Batwoman watcher, would you like to go and watch it? From what you've seen from the ratings, probably not. But let me know in the comment section if you have any comments to make about Batwoman. I really hope they carry on making it, because it's just going to be a money sink for the CW. But maybe that's what they want, because they can write off their taxes and things. That's about the only reason I could think that you want to keep going with this particular series. If you want to learn more about Batwoman, you've never seen it before, just go and watch some of the YouTube reviews. As I said before, they're hilarious. You'll get lots of fun out of it. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments section. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't like the video, you're welcome to give me a thumbs down. And if you like my content, then please subscribe, as it just means the YouTube algorithm will notice my content a bit easier. And hopefully I will catch you in the next episode.